Hi everyone. Today I'm going to explain one of the important commands in a Linux, that is a systemctl. With a systemctl command, we can perform many tasks like if we want to start the service, stop or restart or reload, or to enable the service, to disable the service, or to prevent any service from the starting, or to find out the status of the service, or whether service is enabled or not, whether service is running or not, and to reload and to set the target of the system. We have targets like, so at the same time to analyze a boot, so we use the systemctl command. Okay, so let us see the how to make use of systemctl command. Okay, so first we will see the services, status of the service. Okay, to verify service status of the service, we use the systemctl command and status HTTP. See, with the help of systemctl command, we can get the status of the service HTTP, whether it is active or not, whether it is enabled or not. Okay, so the currently the service is, as we can see, it is in enabled and it is in running state. It is in active state. Okay, so that's about the verifying the service with the help of systemctl command. Okay, now uh, see, you probably know, right, the service enabled and active. If the service is enabled, the service is enabled means service is started running when the at the boot. Okay, when the service is active, it can be, we can stop the service, it can be inactive state. Okay, but when it is enabled, the service starts running at boot. Okay, during booting time only the service starts running, even if the service currently we have stopped. If this system is rebooted, then again system is stop running because we have enabled the service. Okay, now let's see other commands like we have verified the service status. Okay, if you want to stop the service, if you want to start, okay, let's just stop the service. Okay, now we have stopped the service. So if you want to know whether the service is running or not, the command is active. See, it is saying that it is in inactive state. Okay, we have since we have stopped the service. Okay, the service is in an inactive state since we have stopped the service. Okay, and to verify whether service is running or not, the command is active. Is active the service. It is in English it say is active the service, like that. In the same way, the command is active the name of the service, systemctl. Okay, so then we have stop. Now let us start the service. Okay, so see, the service is in running state. Okay, since we have started the service. So now uh, we have verified the service stop. Okay, and the status of the service. Now, if you want to verify the, if you want to restart service, we can restart service. Okay, systemctl. Okay, now this service is restarted. Okay, so how can we identify the service is restarted or not? We see here the service is started just 11 seconds ago. Okay, so it's saying that when the service is started. Here you can see. So that's how the service can be restarted. Let's see the service reload. Okay, there is a difference between the service restart and the service reload. Okay, service restart in the sense when we perform the patching or updating. Okay, when we update the service, when we upgrade the service, we restart the service. When we perform the reload, okay, so what we do is we reload the service. But when we, in which case we reload the service is when we perform the configuration. But for example, we do some settings. Okay, so we perform some settings. After performing the settings, we don't want the service to be in a stopped state. Okay, so we want the service to be in a running state. So in such kind of scenarios, so we reload the service. And when we update the service, upgrade the service. Okay, so in such a cases we restart the service. Okay, so there is a difference between a reload and a restart. Okay, so if you reload, most most scenarios we prefer the reload rather than restart. So we don't want the service to be stopped. So we want the service to be in running state. Therefore, in such cases, we use the reload and we mostly perform the configurations. Therefore, we choose the reload option. So how do we restart the reload the services? Like for example, as per the security, uh, as the security is concerned, we sometimes change the port. Okay, so default port 802, 8090 or any custom port we set. Uh, okay, so in that case, what we do is in that case the service might be in a running state. So we don't want the service to be abrupted. Therefore, what we do is we reload the service by changing the port number. So now we'll see. Okay, so here it's saying that, right, the service configured, it is listening on port 80. Okay, so when we reload the service, the port get changed. Okay, so that's all about the restart and reload. Okay, so if we want to disable the service, for example, we can disable the service if we want to. Then let's see the status of the service. Now see, if you see here it is in disable. Disable means if we again reboot the service, the system stop running because it is in disabled state. So when we active the service, then only it starts running. When we enable and it is in active state, then it is the service starts running during the booting time. Okay, so that's the difference between enable and disable. Right now the service in disabled state. That's set to enable state. We can verify whether service is enabled or not or disabled or not. Just like how we verify service is active, in the same way we can verify is enabled. Enabled, sorry. Type. Yeah, it is in enabled. Okay. Now, if you want to verify the dependencies, for example, I want to verify the service HTTPD dependencies. So how to check the, so these are all the dependencies of HTTPD service. Okay. Now, so that's all about the systemctl checking the service status, start, stop, restart, reload, enable and disable, and we can also mask the service, mask and unmask. For example, sudo systemctl mask HTTP. See here it says that created system link and dev null. So this service is stop. Okay, if you want to check whether service is running or not, see active service in active, but it is masked. Okay, when we start next time the service stop running. Okay, because we have masked the service. So until unless we unmask, the service will not be in enable mode. Okay, let's unmask the service. So masking the service is manually we are preventing the service to be enabled manually. That is the whole objective of masking the service. Okay, so let's unmask the service. So it's removed. Okay, now if you see here the service is in enable mode. Okay, so that's all about the mask and unmask the service. And that's now we have verified the system service dependencies with systemctl command. Now if you want to, there are targets. Okay, systemctl. See, now this is with the help of systemctl command, we can get to know the target of the current system target. This is a multi-user target. Okay. Now, if you want to change the single user or graphical, we can change that also. So, how to change is set default. Now we have changed the target to graphical. Okay. Now let's see the what's the target. Okay. Now the system it is in graphical target. So we can change the system's target with the help of systemctl command. Okay. So that's how we can make use of the systemctl command. So we can start, stop, restart, reload, mask, unmask, and verify the service status with the help of systemctl command. And we can set and get the default target of the system. I hope this session is helpful. And so this we can this so it will be very grateful with the help of systemctl command we can identify and we can verify the service status. So that's all about the systemctl. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.